Hey, welcome back to the channel. I've got a quick one for you today here in the kitchen. We're gonna be making white cheese dip. This is a southern thing. You get it in most Mexican restaurants. It goes by a bunch of different names around here: queso blanco, white cheese dip, white queso, just a variant of white cheese dip. It's really good. You can sometimes buy it in stores, but it's not that good. There's a lot of recipes online that tell you how to make it. Been trying to make this thing for years, since I was a little kid. And all the way from just getting fancy Mexican cheeses, mixing flour with it to try and thicken it up. But it never turned out right. It's always kind of gritty. But I've got a recipe here. It's 3 ingredients: cheese, cream, and a little chilies. That's it. It's super simple to make, and I'm gonna show you today. Let's get to it.
Okay, so this recipe is scalable. Here I'm going to be making a large batch for a family lunch, but the amounts that I'm calling out will be just enough for a small bowl of cheese dip, which is good for 2 people. You'll start out with a medium saucepan. In that, you're going to add 2 heaping teaspoons of diced green chilies for flavor. This isn't going to put a lot of heat into the cheese dip, it's just going to add some flavor to it. If you don't like it, you can add less. If you think you want more, you can add more. Just make sure you have that liquid in there. To the chilies, you're going to add 3 to 6 ounces of heavy cream. You could start out small here if this is your first time making it, and then add more later once the cheese is added and melted in. The quantity here comes out to about 1 to 1.5 ounces per 20 grams of cheese. 20 grams is roughly about a slice that I get at my deli here. Once you have all that heavy cream added to it, you're going to want to set your burner to medium-high heat and wait until the cream comes to boil. You want to make sure you stand over here and watch it, because you don't want it to burn. And if your pan is too small, it could actually boil over. Once it's all come to a boil, you're going to start to add your cheese. And you want to make sure that you're using cheese that's crumbled up. I use 60 to 80 grams of Boars Head white American cheese. Make sure you use a good cheese for this, because if you use the store brand cheese, it's not going to taste as good. We've tried the various cheeses that Kroger has, and the Boar's Head works the best. You want to only add half of your cheese at first, that way it doesn't all gum up, and then slowly begin to add the rest of it. Just keep on stirring until you get a good consistency. Once all the cheese is melted, you can check the consistency with a spoon, or if you're feeling hungry, go ahead and dip a chip in it and try it early.
Well, there you have it. It's just that easy. Restaurant style cheese dip at home. If you want to make it even better, you can make your own chips. And it's not as complicated as it may sound. All you need is white corn tortilla chips. I prefer the brand from Kroger, the store brand. We've tried the other brands like Mission. I think there's a couple other brands that they sell, and they don't fry as well. The layers come apart, so you end up with a bunch of thin, falling apart chips. The Kroger tortillas stay together very well. These are the tortillas right here, and this is what it's going to come out to be. Looks just like the chips that you get in the restaurant. Make sure that you use the white ones, because they're going to give you that nice golden color. If you go with the yellow corn tortilla, they're going to turn really dark brown. But to cook these tortillas, all you do, it's better to use a deep fryer. We turned up to about 350 degrees, and then fry the chips for 2 minutes. At 2 minutes, you can pull them out of the oil, check them, make sure if they're still floppy, put them back in for another 10 seconds or so. But after 2 minutes, they're going to start to brown really quick. I also recommend using some tongs. Just make sure you keep your arm out of the steam as you're stirring it. You can kind of stir it a little bit while it's being fried. It'll give you the kind of the bent chips like you see right here. If you want them to be, nice and uniform, you can just let them stay flat. You just got to be careful that if the chips kind of stick together, you're gonna have some in the middle that aren't fried all the way. But that's it. 3 ingredient cheese dip, just like the restaurant, and then some easy to make chip. You don't have to make the chips yourself. You can go get you a bag of whatever your favorite tortilla chips are at the store, but if you want true like restaurant style flavor at home, make your own chips. There you go. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see some more content. Thanks.